It kind of feels like we just watched Kenya Moore quit The Real Housewives of Atlanta. If you've watched Sunday night's episode, Kenya's meltdown may have given you season 5 vibes when Kim Zolciak stormed off the set and never came back. It's Justin Diego back with another Bingeworthy video, and today let's talk about whether or not Kenya is leaving the show for real this time. Now, before I spill the tea, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, then go ahead and hit the bell button so you're on the VIP list and you get notifications that I send out only to my loyal subscribers. It's one thing to pick a fight with the cast members, but when you decide to face off with producers, that's almost never a good idea, since it's literally their job to tell your story. Oh my god, I've been dreading this moment forever because I really don't think it's gonna end well for Kenya Moore, but here we go. Sunday night on The Real Housewives of Atlanta, Kenya was seen storming off from filming and flipping off the Bravo cameras while telling producers, "I'm done with this." I'm not going to get too deep into why she stormed off because honestly, it was kind of boring for me, but let's talk about the deeper issue. In my opinion, there are two things happening. One, Portia and Shamia are looking for a moment. I mean, that part is obvious. It's not a bad thing. Like I said before, if it wasn't for producing, we would be bored and there would be no storylines for us to follow, so I'm okay with that. Kenya wasn't willing to give them a moment, which is why she said repeatedly on camera, "This is not a moment." The producers have two options. They can wrap a scene if things are getting out of control and go into a different direction, or they can use that footage and try to make Kenya look like a crazy person. Obviously, they chose the latter. Here's why. And this actually happens to be the second thing happening here in this moment. At this point in production, they've yet to get Kenya's husband Mark on camera, and quite honestly, the network is probably pissed. Actually, the network is definitely pissed. That is why they chose to use that footage, which is no surprise since they also banned Kenya from the girls' trip to Spain and also docked her pay for her and Mark's lack of cooperation while filming. Kenya posted this photo with the caption shining some new light into the situation from her point of view. She said, "Thank you, Cynthia Bailey and Mal. I know I was tough that day, but you guys stayed focused. Getting that special needs child and her mom back into her home was my intent, and not the made-for-TV distractions thrown at us to make a positive situation negative to try and rehabilitate someone's poor image." I'm not sure who she's talking about, but I'm thinking Portia. So yeah, the post was pretty intense, and while Kenya certainly didn't go full Monique boycott Netflix mode, I definitely want to draw some attention to how she ended the post, especially with her use of the hashtag #StayWoke. Is Kenya Moore sending a message? So what happens now? I've said it before, it's time for Team Twirl to really prepare yourselves. There are strong repercussions for getting married off camera while getting paid to share your life with the world. The last time a cast member of The Real Housewives of Atlanta had a moment this bad with the camera crew, she left the show and never held a peach again. Wendy Williams had a lot to say about the situation and feels that Kenya should be a stay-at-home mom.
Now, look, was he born with his hair, or is this is that a Nat King Cole? Is that a process? Well, I don't believe she's gonna quit the show, because what's she gonna do for money? I know she's all over all the negativity, but she shouldn't have it. She still has to keep the interest with the show. She needs the paycheck. I'm not trying to count her money, but what is Kenya Moore doing for money? And I don't know anything about Mark's restaurant. You know, the restaurant business could be really good. Then you could just be a stay-at-home wife and show up like Pump shows up at her places. You know?
If you watch the second half of the season's trailer, you know that there's like this cliffhanger where we may or may not get a small moment with Kenya's husband Mark on camera.
So without any further ado, my loving husband, I love you, Mark.
But I'm not putting my money on it. There may be some trick editing there. At this point, I think this is Kenya's final season on The Real Housewives of Atlanta, but anything can change. Hey, I mean, the reunion is about to tape and it'll be her final impression. or her final chance to make a good impression at the reunion. I'm praying that Mark shows up. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you're new to Bingeworthy, you have to make it official by liking, commenting, and subscribing to make sure you're part of the conversation. And for all of my binge watchers out there, I want to know what you think about this situation. Would you be happy to see Kenya leave the show? I know in the past she hasn't been exactly a fan favorite, but you have to admit, this season she's not been such a sore thumb. I want to see you guys in the comments, so comment below. Thanks again for watching this video. I will see you guys on the next one.